for the last couple of hours. I saw a couple of posts, and I've been talking to some people about relationships, and I want to kind of help you real quickly here regarding relationships. And I'm speaking particularly to the women, but men, we can always get something from it as well. Uh, Let me just give you a minute to pop on because I know different people are popping on. I hope your day is going well. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you're having a good day. Many of you women have been disappointed in relationships because you're giving too much. I'm going to say it one more time. Many of the women who are in relationships are disappointed or end up being disappointed because you give too much. You've got to understand, and it goes, you know me, my message is all centered around the same thing. Um, you've got to look at it as not giving your body to someone you're not married to. I put up several posts today that said that. Now, you can do whatever you want. I mean, this is your life. You know, it's your soul. It's however you want to do it. But if you notice, your way just keeps bringing the same results. Hurt. This is the key thing. Whenever you enter into a relationship, you're entering at your own risk. One more time. When you enter into a relationship, you're entering at your own risk. The person who does not marry, who you're not married to, doesn't owe you anything. One more time. Anybody that you enter into a relationship with, you're entering at your own risk. And that person, no matter what they say, no matter how long you've been together, no matter how many promises they've made to you, no matter what you've invested in the dating or in the relationship part, they don't owe you a relationship. They can break the relationship at any time. It's like one of those employment situations, those temporary employment. It's a matter of fact, just that analogy just came to me, and I'm gonna ride that on in to my point. A temp agency doesn't owe you anything. They can let you go at a moment's notice. The company that you work for, you're working through the temp agency. So that agency, the actual company that you're working for, doesn't owe you anything. When they're done with you for any reason, the only thing they have to do is contact the employment agency, and that's it for you. They don't owe you benefits. They don't owe you an explanation. They don't owe you anything. And they move right on to the next person. Thank you, Deborah. That just came to me. And I believe that's going to be the theme for this 15-minute session. When you enter into a relationship, you're entering at your own risk. I don't care how long you've been together with them. What jacks us up and makes us feel that we are owed something is because we end up sleeping with them. You might not understand how deep that is. God bless you, Michelle Dotson. Lunchtime. You may not understand how deep that is. And I've done it. You enter into a relationship, you like the person, you love the person, hormones, you're going to try to lock in with them, and it's all a part of being in love and what have you. But now, when the ripping away starts, thank you, Bruce Oliver. When the ripping away starts, now you're devastated. Now you want to get them back. Now you feel the whole world is turned against you. Now you can't function. You don't know what you're going to do. You feel like the earth is crashing in because you have gone several steps further than you should have, and you've disobeyed God's law and God's way of doing things. Stop connecting with people you're not married to. If you don't sleep with them, I promise you're going to be hurt because none of us like rejection, but it's not as bad that somebody that you have not slept with to walk versus someone that you connected with in such an intimate and deep way, and they end up leaving you. Again, if I don't sleep with you, thank you, Leland. If I don't sleep with you, I'm not if they won't commit themselves to me through marriage, I won't commit myself to them with my body. One more time. If they won't commit themselves to me by marrying me, I won't commit myself to giving you your body. That way, you leave, you're free to go. You're free to go. That connection that's normally made through sleeping with someone is, you don't have to deal with that. You're going to be hurt. Your pride's going to be hurt. Your feelings going to be hurt. You're going to be disappointed, but it won't feel like a death. Fridays in my town where I live, in the court system, it's divorce day. And they deal with, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you the numbers of divorces that they deal with in my town on divorce day. Friday is divorce day. That's where the courts handle all the divorces in my town. Even if many of you who have been married can probably attest to this. Even if you can't stand the person, even if you hate the person's guts, which you really shouldn't, but it's a reality. Even if you can't stand to look at their face, see them drive past in town in the car, even though you hate their presence, divorce still feels like a death. Why? Because you have come together physically, which creates a spiritual bond. And that bond is deeper than what words can say. This is why I keep telling you to stay away from it. You won't have that feeling of a death if you don't give your body to them. So that's my message for today. Take it, do whatever you will with it. You can ignore it if you want to. You can flow like you've been flowing. If you don't think it makes any sense, you just do your thing. But you're going to have to deal with the feeling of that ripping apart, the death. You're going to have to deal with that at some point. At some point, you're going to have to deal with the ripping away, and it's a vicious thing. I'm telling you, you do not want to have to, well, many of you have dealt with it, but your expectation is there because you slept with them. I'm just telling you, your expectation, you may not say it. You might say, oh, it's fine, I can handle it. Your expectation is there because you've connected together. That person, this is the final part. Relationships enter at your own risk. Anybody you enter into a relationship doesn't owe you a thing. You go to court and try to what you gonna get, and just to get them on the grounds of them not wanting to be with you. The court can't do anything for you, and nobody else can do anything for you. Why? Because they don't owe you anything. You can't take somebody to court because they won't marry you. You missed it. You can't take somebody to court because it won't hold up in court. They don't owe you anything. And that should make you wake up and look at this relationship thing differently. And the next time that you decide they don't owe you anything. You're mad at your ex right now because you feel they owe you something because you gave your body to them. It's that you could put it any way you want to. Leila Kelly, she said they are not obligated. That's it. I promise you, what makes it feel like it's an obligation is because we've connected with those people. Anybody I give my body to, which I need to reserve that for the person I'm married to. Anybody I give, especially for a woman, when you give your body to a man, you feel that they owe you something. Leave that alone. Shift from that. You tell your body and get your flesh in check, and you won't have this particular problem. Ladies, I'm going to end with this. You know exactly what I'm saying. You know the reason why you're so disappointed is because you've given of yourself to them. Like I said the other night, that is the ultimate thing that you give your husband. After you give your husband your body, what else? What else is there? You know what I'm saying? What else? I mean, in terms of what you have to give. What else is there? So it should be reserved for marriage. I'm talking about it because the world has us thinking differently. The world has us thinking, and even in the church, if you're with somebody, we're in love. We're gonna get with it whenever we need to. We're gonna work on we're gonna satisfy our flesh. We're gonna enjoy this life and blah blah blah. But if you're gonna do it your way and that way, don't look for that person to necessarily matter you. You can be disappointed all you want to. You can cuss them out and talk about their mother and their family and take their name down and you know all that kind of stuff. Again, you do it God's way, you'll be much better off. I don't know about you, but I've had enough deaths in my family, physical deaths in my family, and dealing with the pain of that for a lifetime. I don't need to, on top of that, deal with the ripping away and the death of every spiritual connection that I've made through sex. You reversed it. I'm not even going to repeat it, but you need to hear that one more time. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it anyway. One more time. I've had enough physical deaths in my life to last a lifetime. I lost my mother. I lost my father. I lost my grandparents, aunts, and I could go on and on. Close friends. I've lost enough death that will affect me for a lifetime. The last thing I need is another set of deaths that are dealing with me ripping apart from every person that I decide to take my clothes off and lay in the bed with. I'm just telling you, you're putting the heartache on yourself, and it's amazing because we totally block out God for that. When we get ready to do that, we block out God for that, and then when we're hurt and disappointed because we've committed ourselves, but they won't commit back to us. Now we're going to seek God and ask him, please heal me. I can't breathe. I can't live. I can't function. You want God to step in and heal you, and then he steps in and heal you, and then here come another rascal, and you lay and sleep with him, and you just or her, and you keep that pattern going. Say what you will, do what you want. It's on you. But how many more deaths do you want in your life? How many more deaths and facing that whole thing of being ripped apart like a divorce do you want to go through? It's totally up to you. But you've been warned. Relationships, enter at your own risk. I'll talk to you later. Love you.